Check, check. Check.
It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time.
Check, check.
It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. Grab your friends and play it online. With Ali and Gina and Taco just for you. It's Baig of Tricks trivia time. And we're feeling alright. Okay, come on, let's play.
Welcome. Good afternoon. It is Sunday at 1 p.m., 1:10 p.m. Central Time. Sorry, we're a little shaky here. Thank you all for being here for our first ever online trivia brunch. We are doing Golden Girls trivia. I'm hanging out in the kitchen with my four best pals, and we are going to start trivia here in just a few minutes. Thank you for your patience. This is the internet. Sometimes it's our friend, sometimes it is not, but that's showbiz, baby, and we're still here. We are going to go on with this event. We're just going to start a few minutes late. I know many people are already on. Let's see. Stephanie House, our air conditioner is down. So I had many fun outfits planned for today. I have a robe, I have a wig, and you bet your bottom dollar you will not see any of that on this stream because I'm sweating in a t-shirt.
Our house also retains heat.
Yeah,
If
which
it's
is
70 outside, it's 80 in here.
It's 80 in here. We need to open the windows, but if I open the windows, you guys will hear everything, and it won't be a very fun stream. So I'm putting up with this heat for you, just for you all out there. I am literally sweating my butt off, but you know I'm still gonna have a good time. I think you guys are gonna have a good time, and this wouldn't be brunch without a mimosa. So this will, I'm sure, chill me down until the alcohol warms me up. So anyway, thank you all for being here. We are going to play Golden Girls trivia here in just a few minutes. I'm going to give people time to join. I want to tell people how to join, especially since the stream wasn't working here at the beginning. So I'm looking at the game. We do have 88 people in already, so it's looking good. It's looking good. I see most of you have already found the chat, the live chat on YouTube. So if you haven't, please do let us know in that chat what you're eating, what you're drinking for brunch today. Gina is behind the keyboard, answering your comments, answering your questions, letting me know of anything that comes up, and letting me know what sounds good out there. We did order from McWethy's. I had a delicious lamb burger with Parmesan garlic fries. I had Brussels sprouts, that Gina shared with me, and she had the Cobb salad, no bacon. Taco had half of my burger because he grabbed the bun.
Just the bun.
Just the bun. When I literally turned my head for 1 second, he looks like an angel, y'all. I know you guys love him. I love him too. Look at him. He's sleeping peacefully because his belly's full of a nice onion roll. So just know there are two sides to that dog. And I love him, but I would have loved to have both halves of that bun. So anyway, we've had a great brunch so far. I made a cheesecake. I don't know if you guys saw. I got pretty drunk last night and made a Golden Girls video of me dressed as Sophia making a cheesecake. It is a carrot cake cheesecake for Kim out there who asked who puts carrots in their cheesecake. This guy does because I made carrot cake, I made cheesecake, and I swirled them together. And it is delicious. So I'll let you guys see that here in a little bit. I'm not going to ship any of that to the winner because if you did watch the video, I absolutely was going wild on that spoon and the ladle, or the spoon and the spatula while I was making it. You wouldn't want this cheesecake, trust me. So we are going to get started with trivia here in just about 2 minutes. You've seen the events that we have coming up this week, rotating. We have general knowledge trivia most nights this week. We have Friends trivia on Tuesday evening. We have music bingo with Henry JBC. I just confirmed he's going to be doing 80s one-hit wonders on Monday, and Bobby K will be doing 90s one-hit wonders on Wednesday. So it's all one-hit wonder music bingo. You do not want to miss these. The two set lists, I think, are going to be two of the best that we've had. So don't miss it. And like I said, general knowledge most nights of the week. Every Friday, as it's turning out, is going to be a fundraising Friday. So we'll be doing an online event. I'm going to double check. I believe, unlike the previous events that we've hosted, you don't actually have to purchase a ticket for the one that we're doing Friday. But rather than Baig of Tricks taking donations as we are today, rather than us taking in donations, all the donations that you send will go directly to benefit the organization that we're holding trivia for, which is The Harbor. It's a fantastic organization out of Downers Grove. You can find more information on our Facebook page. We're calling it Fundraising Friday. We're going to be doing this for the foreseeable future. We have an event coming up for Pause very soon. A couple schools that we're supporting as well. So if you do run a nonprofit organization or any type of organization would like to host a fundraiser, reach out to us. We can send you some information for that. But again, guys, lots of fun stuff coming up. Thank you so much to everybody that's here today. Thank you, Jessica Alvarez, for the donation. I just saw that come through. Sorry, I said your whole name. I don't usually say the whole name, but I'm 2.5 mimosas in, so I'm rolling now. But thank you to everybody that's donated. Many of you have been playing trivia with us for a long time. We're going to continue this, but it certainly is a lot of work. So your guys' donations are making this not only worth it, but possible to put on all of these events and sustain everything that we have going on. And right now, your donations will help us fix our air conditioning here in the Baig of Tricks household. So thank you guys so much. If you feel so inclined, by no means do you have to. These events are free to play. But if you feel so inclined, we do have links down below. You can donate on Venmo, on PayPal, or Zelle QuickPay. Thank you to every single person that does that. We will be drawing one individual each week out of everyone that donates, and you get to choose one of our trivias that we do the following week. Our winner this week, Maggie, has asked us to do a special general knowledge night featuring 6 categories that she gave us. Those categories include Disney parks. I believe she said Nightmare Before Christmas.
Devil in the White City.
Devil in the White City. Cocktails. So Tommy Widener or Jen Widener out there.
Maggie, you agree.
Yeah, Maggie, those six themes are just as fun as we had from Cindy last week. She did the same kind of thing with different categories. So again, that's our way of saying thank you to everybody that supports us financially. But again, I'm going to dive into this right now because we're already at 1:15. I know we waited a little bit because of the internet issues. So we'll get this going. If you haven't played trivia with us before, you can see on my screen down at the bottom, there's a link, online.baigoftricks.com. You just have to join the online game at that website. So you don't have to download any apps. You don't have to install anything. I recommend watching this video on YouTube from your computer, or if you have a YouTube app on your TV, you can actually put the app up and watch my face on your TV at home. Make me live out my dreams of being a TV star. You can throw it up there, or again, you can just watch this video from your computer. And then I recommend playing the game actually from your phone. It's very intuitive. It's very easy to play from your phone. Half of these questions are multiple choice. Half of them you have to type in the answer. I'll explain how it works here when we start. But make sure you join the game. If you can hear me, you can see me, that's great, but you're not answering on YouTube. Your points won't be counted, and don't type the answers in the text box on the chat box. That's not the point of this. You want to actually submit them because The one thing I haven't mentioned is today we do have an incredible sponsor. I already talked about the food that I had from them, but I want to say just one more time how much we love McWethy's, both McWethy's Tavern, Mistwood Golf Course, and McWethy's Sports Bar, the Golf Dome in Bolingbrook. We do work with all of them when they are up and running at full capacity. We do events multiple times per week, music, bingo, and trivia. So they have been good friends of mine for a long time, and that's actually where Gina and I will be getting married in January and at the golf course there. So we're very excited to be partnered up with them today. Thank you so much, Jimmy, and the whole staff, Scott, everybody at McWethy's for sponsoring this event. This is the highest payout we've had for a non-fundraising event, so you don't have to pay anything to be here. We're putting this event on for free for you, and we have $75 up for grabs, $50 to the person who finishes in first today, and $25 to the person who finishes in second. Those are gift cards directly to McWethy's Tavern. So because of that, I usually just am very lax on this. I don't mention it too much, but guys, do me a favor and be honest. Don't Google these answers. Don't search for these answers. If somebody's going to answer, make sure it comes out of somebody's brain. You can all play together. You can form a team. You can play as a digital team. If you want to Zoom with your friends or FaceTime with your friends, feel free to do that. Forewarning, I will be wiping my brow during this because I was not joking. I'm sweating. Feel free to team up, but make sure that your answer comes out of a brain, not out of a computer, guys. We are playing for real prizes, so I don't want anyone to feel like somebody didn't earn it. So please keep it fair, keep it fun, and honest today. So how the game works, everybody should be on now. I'm going to take a look and see how many. We have 109 people, so we're going to rock and roll. Half of these questions will be multiple choice. Half of them will be actually, you'll have to submit your answer all on your own. That'll be later. Right now it's multiple choice, so the first 15 questions have 4 options, A, B, C, or D. One of those is always the correct answer. All you have to do, if you're on your phone, is click the answer. If you're on your computer, just click it with your mouse. It's always, like I said, either A, B, C, or D. Once you click one of the options, you can't change it. So if you think it's A, click A. But if you're reading through and you say, oh, shit, it's B, excuse me, I know it's a Sunday, 1 o'clock, but I'm going to probably swear on this. This is not labeled as a family-friendly event. It's our trivia brunch. So I apologize in advance. I'll try to do my best. But I am super hot and I'm drinking mimosas, so it's going to happen. I'm sorry.
St. Olaf's Butter Queen. That's Christina's name. I cannot wait to see these team names.
Yeah, these team names are going to be great. So again, multiple choice questions. You always have to choose one of them. You don't lose points if you're wrong, so always submit an answer. It's always A, B, C, or D. Once you click it, you can't change it. The only other thing you need to know is the quicker that you select your answer, the more points you earn if you're right. So if the answer is A and you click A right away and somebody else clicks A 10 seconds later, you're going to earn more points than they do. That's the other layer of competitive strategy we have in this online game to, again, just add another layer. So this first question we're going to do is a practice question. It is not meant to be tough. It's meant to be easy and fun. It will look and work just like the other questions. We'll do that, though. I do want to see that in a little bit. It will work like the other questions, but it won't be worth any points. So I'll put it up on the screen. Again, once I start it, every question has a 30-second timer. So you won't be able to select anything until I start the timer, but once I do, you only have 30 seconds to get your answers in. Get them as quickly as you can to earn the most points. If you're still wondering how this works, because I am moving through it quickly, that's why we do the practice question. This one doesn't count for points. It's just for fun, everybody. So here we go. Before we do, most importantly, cheers. Thank you so much for being here for our first ever online virtual trivia brunch. I'm so glad that it's over the Golden Girls, and I'm so glad that you're all here with us. So thank you. I saw a few more donations come through just now, too. Again, we really, really appreciate that, everybody. Thank you so much. Cheers. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Again, this one is a practice question. So don't worry about getting it correctly as quickly as possible. Just worry about learning how the system works. Here we go. Question 1. What is the name of your host today? I told you earlier, I am your host with Baig of Tricks Entertainment, but what is my name? Is it Peter, Greg, Bobby, or Ali?
You look like a Sophia to me.
I look like a Sophia, Gina says. I look like a Sophia to her. You know who else looks like a Sophia? I'm not the only person in this house that looks like a Sophia.
Jen Garcia, any excuse for social. Oh my god!
I think this is an excuse for a social. There's little Sophia. Taco. Hey, buddy,
Hey, Tackle.
you want this? No, he's full. We can't even lure him away with words. He's stomach.
As long as he doesn't look like Stan. That's a good point.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, he's passed out.
Oh, he's sleeping. I'm sure he's hot too with the air. All right. Anyway, that's just for fun. Just like this question was just for fun, so you can learn it. Let's see what you said. A couple of you said probably for fun. Peter, Greg, Bobby, but 56 of you. So we had over 60, almost 70 people answering right now. Good job. 84% of you said Ali. That is my name. So Jen Tortilla, technically this is not a social. Usually this one is, but I think we do this so often now that people are having fun with the answers. But I wouldn't be too scared. Some of these questions today will be tough, but I have faith in you guys. I think you're going to give us plenty of opportunities to drink, and we will find out as we move into the actual questions, which we're doing right
Yeah, let's go.
now. Question 2. St. Olaf, Rose's hometown, is located in which state? What state would you find St. Olaf? North Dakota, Michigan, Wisconsin, or Minnesota? Oh, it's still on Taco.
I mean, he's adorable. But...
He is adorable.
So
Welcome
John
back.
Barron asked whose kitchen you were sitting in.
I'm in the Golden Girls kitchen.
I know, but he thought it was like...
Oh, John, yeah, this is our kitchen. Our kitchen doesn't look much different.
I said it's more modern than ours.
It is more modern. Our house was
I
built in
love it.
1968. We still have the original double-decker oven, the Maytag.
Retro.
Yeah,
I
it was
just need some like orange wallpaper, maybe some brown shade carpet.
we could definitely make it a little more retro in here. But yeah, the Golden Girls kitchen actually looks more modern than ours does. Here's a reason to drink. 94% of you correctly said Minnesota. So if this is your first time playing, anytime a majority, typically over 90% of you get an answer correct, I offer up a social, a sociable, a Cole Maluna, just a cheers to congratulate you guys on a job well done. So cheers. You don't have to be drinking. You can cheers with water or pop or lemonade or food, whatever you want. But celebrate this. Cheers. Oh, bye, Taco. All right, question 2 is done. So we're moving to question 3. Which of the following locations, where did Rose and Blanche meet for the first time? Where did Rose and Blanche meet for the first time? Was it the pool, church, the bar, or the supermarket? Tacofia. I like it, Chris. John just asked Ron. Hi, it's me, Sting.
So I just checked it out. The basement's nice and cool, so we can hunker down there.
Oh yeah, we will be sleeping in the basement tonight. Lindsay Davis, the cider is hitting a lot harder than I expected. Understandable. Understandable. I can't have too many mimosas. I have to host a private event tonight. Oh, me too. All right, here we go. 87% of you said the supermarket. 87% of you were correct. Good job. 61 people knew the answer here. I think, again, these will start to get a little tougher, especially once we move out of the multiple choice questions. So enjoy these while they last. Question number 4. Which of the girls had a mild heart attack and required bypass surgery in a 2-part episode? Which of the Golden Girls had a heart attack, required surgery in a 2-part episode? Was it Sophia, Dorothy, Blanche, or Rose? Yeah, I'm excited. We're going to see the standings here. We typically look after every 5 questions. So after the following question, we will look at the rankings as they are, and everybody will see where their team is. If you're in the top 3 positions, they will stay on the screen. Everybody else is going to rotate through, so you'll be able to see exactly where you are.
Oh, how dainty.
I know. Taco moved down as low as he could to cool off, and Gina just gave him an ice cube, and he's just licking. Typically, he goes crazy, starts biting it, but he is just daintily licking it.
He's making up for his dad behavior.
I know. All right, so this one, not a 90% answer, but you guys did well. 6 people said Sophia, 9 Dorothy, 8 said Blanche, and 47 of you correctly said Rose. Good job. Rose, the correct answer. All right, we'll do question 5, and then look at the savings. In the episode where Dorothy and Sophia are playing Scrabble, what is the word that Sophia attempts to make up while taking her turn? She tries to use a word that is not real. Which word is Sophia trying to use when they play Scrabble? Is it knock'em, quone, moops, or disdom? Disdain.
I love this gift too.
There are a lot of good gifts. I use gifts and pictures for every presentation. For a lot of theme nights, it's easy to find gifts from the specific instance that I'm talking about. But Golden Girls, there's just so many very reactive and emotion-filled gifts that most of these will have nothing to do with the scene in question. So don't let it confuse you. I think this is maybe from the same episode, but I don't know that it has anything to do specifically with this answer. So don't let it confuse you.
Chris said, "Are 2 of these from Seinfeld?"
Yes, Chris, 2 of these are from Seinfeld. Good.
Chris.
8 of you said Knock'em. 11 said Quone. 15 Moops. 36 said Disdom. Quone is the word that Kramer made up in Scrabble. Moops is the word that was misspelled on the Trivial Pursuit card when George played the Bubble Boy. Knock'em is a word I just made up earlier. So good job to the 51% of you that put Disdom. Disdam. That is the correct answer here. So I mentioned before, we will see the rankings. We're going to look at those for the first time. If you're in first, second, or third, your team name will stay across the top. Everybody else is going to rotate through, so make sure you're watching. Congratulations. Currently in first, second, and third, Laura. Condoms. I'm guessing condoms. And keeping it golden, all tied with 400. And hang on, I think I might have forgotten to turn on a setting, so let me...
Toot my own for Tubenflugen. That's a great name.
Toot my own for Tubenflugen. Oh, yeah. Okay, so from this point forward, you will start earning points based on how quickly you answer. So now you've had a little practice. Again, this is the internet. This is a new platform for us. That was a setting I didn't turn on. So if you answered correctly for the first 4 questions, as long as you answered it correctly, you earned all 100 points. That will start to change here. If you answer quicker, you earn more points. I didn't get to see these team names, so I'm going to go through one more time. There's a hurricane coming. Enough with the wicker. Stay golden. Eat dirt and die trash. Toot my own for Tubenflugen. The Rusty Anchors. Sophia Falcons. The Shady Pines. Isaac Q. Newton. Miami is so nice, I'll say it thrice. St. Olaf's Butter Queen. Love it. Miss Laraca, I recognize that team name. Sorry, that's okay. Ashley and Andrea, St. Olaf Brewery, Sicilian, really Polish sisters. That's okay. You can do whatever you want on the internet. Kitty Lady, take your top off. Welcome back. Take your top off. I love that team name. All right, here we go. Question 6. Again, now, I'm sorry, that setting was not on. So going forward, the quicker you answer these questions, the more points you will earn. This will start to separate your places. We won't have a whole bunch of people tied anymore. Question 6. Who owns the house that all the women live in? Is it Blanche, Sophia, Dorothy, or Rose? Who owns the house that they all live in? Heather Hackenberg, not doing that bad. Good job. Jeff D, Stay Golden, Pony Boy. Jeff, I almost said that. I almost said that when I read that team name, Stay Golden. I mentioned on the stream the other day, Outsiders, one of my favorite books. Chris, guessed the wrong one still. Gonna stick to the beer. Attaboy. All right, I think you guys are going to make this a social. And I am correct, as 91% of you were Blanche owned the house. We just watched the episode where there was an offer to sell it, and they started looking back at all the great times they've had. And she didn't really decide not to sell. He rescinded his offer because he spent his money on other things. And she said, I absolutely would have sold, but we would have stayed together wherever we went. Oh. Question number 7. Oh, that's a social. Cheers. And there went another mimosa. Question 7. Who is chosen to play the role of Lady Macbeth in the local production of Macbeth in the episode The Custody Battle? Which of the Golden Girls played Lady Macbeth? Was it Sophia, Dorothy, Rose, or Blanche? Hey, would you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have another one of these?
Yes, I'm waiting for it to get extra. It's in the freezer, the next bottle.
Oh, thanks.
So I just need a few minutes.
No problem.
And then yes, you may.
It's like when you go out to brunch and there's unlimited mimosas. We can have as many as we want until we run out of bubbly and orange juice. But I think we had 3 bottles, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we haven't gone through 3 bottles. Don't get the wrong idea here, people.
We just finished one.
We finished 1. I mowed the lawn this morning. And I think I'm burning a lot of calories by sweating from this air conditioning. I'm trying to keep it together because I'm having such a good time with you all, but it is hot here. And I'm a guy who keeps the air so cold that Gina just walks around in a sweatshirt in the summer. I enjoy it very cold in here.
Yeah, you're
I am not enjoying this. I don't know what Z does, but I click Z. Let's see what you thought. Okay, not a 90% answer here, but 52% of you said Rose. 12 people said Dorothy. 19 people said Blanche. The correct answer is Rose. Good job to 36 people. All right, let's go on to question number 8. In the meantime, in the comments, guys, I try to check in every now and then, but Gina's watching. Let me know what you're eating today. I know what some of you are drinking, but if anybody did go out and get some brunch, or especially if you ordered from McWethy's, let us know. I would love to hear about that. If you made something, let me know. I love hearing about that. Makes me feel like we're not all so far apart. All right, question number 8.
Ali runs warm. First.
Ali does run warm.
She asked if we checked to make sure the heat wasn't on again.
Yeah.
I just turned it off.
It is not on. Question 8. What was the Zbornie? Dorothy's ex's $1 million invention. He created something called the Zbornie. What was it? Was it an orange peeler, a beard vacuum buzzer, a baked potato opener, or a pool skimmer?
Let me know when you're ready for cheesecake.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking halfway through we're gonna dive into that cheesecake. I hope that the topping's set already.
I said we'll do a live taste test because everyone's wondering about the carrot cake component. We'll let you know honestly how it is.
I know it seems weird, but it's absolutely something you would see at Cheesecake Factory.
I think it seems weird if you think of just shredded carrots and cheesecake, but it's like a hybrid.
Yeah.
New recipe. Someone asked me to send it to me.
It's like when you make cookie brownie swirls. It's the same idea. I made a cheesecake. I made a traditional cheesecake, and then I made a pretty traditional carrot cake, and then I baked them, swirled them together. So they baked together, and then they sat in the fridge overnight. I made a topping this morning.
I tasted everything before today, raw, delicious.
I tasted everything. You saw it in the video. I was tasting it live. All right.
Anyway.
You guys did not struggle here. 64% of you said a baked potato opener. One person went with the orange peeler. Thank you. I just made that up. That is a thing, but a beard vacuum buzzer. That I know many people out there who wish that their significant other had one of these. I'm sure Gina's one of those people. Because it is in messy practice shaving at the sink. But the correct answer here is the baked potato opener. Baked potato opener. All right, good job. Let's go to question 9. We'll look at the standings after question 10. In the episode Rose the Prude, Sophia and Dorothy have a marathon of what card game? What card game are they playing in the episode Rose the Prude? Is it Gin Rummy, Hearts, Canasta, or War? I did not puree the carrot. I shredded it. I like a little carrot chunk. Thanks, Chris. Sounds good. Jen, that sounds good. Pancakes, eggs, sausage, grits, tater tots, and champagne. Steph Bottoms comes to party. Christy Ann, yeah, this is one of those shows. You will be surprised how much you remember.
I think it replaces some of the bad stuff in our brains.
Yeah. This is the comedy for the 80s was very progressive, especially having 4 leading ladies. There were men on the show, but never was there a major male character other than the individual we just talked about, and they didn't really like him. So let's see what you thought. Yeah, you guys aren't struggling with the multiple choice, including this one. 48 of you said Gin Rummy. 48 of you were correct. Any card players out there? Maybe we could play some online cards, guys. I would love to do something that doesn't involve me just talking into a camera. I'd love to play some games with y'all. I think I mentioned that before. If anybody plays Jackbox, we can set that up too. I have a few of those games. We can just do it.
To work on that.
Yeah. I need something else to do. So let us know, guys. We'd love to play some games with you. Gina doesn't love games as much as I do, but she'd be there.
No, I just made a face about you working more.
Oh yeah, no,
that wouldn't
be work. That would be fun. That wouldn't be Baigotricks. That'd just be Ollie Baig. Here we go. Question 10. Dorothy was born and raised in what state? Was it Florida, New York, New Jersey, or Minnesota? Lindsay, I love that idea. That's why I leave the videos.
Not?
Yeah, that's why I leave the videos up. So one of the things that I could do, Lindsay, let me know. If you do want to do that, I can't promise this to everyone, but you're on here all the time. If you do want to do that, I can reload the trivia game and I can put it into a mode where you control the questions. So you could play along with the video, you can watch and have a good time, but you actually go through the questions on your own pace. So let me know. I could do that for you. All right, let's see what you thought. Okay. Yeah, no, still no struggles. New York, the correct answer, and New York, the one that 58 of you knew. I believe it was during a festival behind a fruit stand. She was conceived. Sophia telling her, Sophia's husband got in the mood and couldn't wait to take her. But don't worry, they were behind the dumpster or something like that. All right, let's look at the standings. Let's see what's changed. Again, now you were earning points based on how quickly you answered. So we'll see.
St. Gennaro's Feast.
Thank you, St. Gennaro's Feast. All right.
Sausage and pepper stand.
The sausage and pepper stand, yes. Team Cream in first, Stay Golden, Pony Boy in second. Tied with Team Riles, both of you 873 exactly. So you can see the scores are much different now. You are earning a maximum of 100 instead of 100 if you answer correct every time.
Do you want me to do a mobile chocolate king?
Yeah, in a minute. Will you respond to that video?
Yes.
Or that message?
I think I know the answer.
Will you just send her the link directly to the video and tell her to try that? Maybe it was redirecting her weird. So again, if this is your first time playing or not, Gina's behind the camera, behind the computer, at the keyboard, texting, not only talking with you guys, taking care of our pets, making drinks, cutting cheesecake in a few, but she responds to all of the many random questions and inquests that we get during these events. So please give her a big thank you, a big shout out. I've said it many times before, these events will not happen, would not happen if she wasn't here. A few of you had the pleasure, if you will, of playing a game with me on Thursday where she wasn't here. And it went much differently. All right, here we go. Question 11. This one always takes a second to load, so cheers. We do a quick little drink every 10 questions. Cheers. Steffi Stars. Condoms, condoms, condoms. Toot my own for toot fluid.
I love that name. It's just fun to say.
I know.
That,
like a poo-poo and a pee-pee.
Like the Swedish chef.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
All right, question 11 popping up. We still have a few more multiple choice. Again, 100-point maximum for each of these. Sophia claimed to be a former friend and business partner to which famous Italian chef? Sophia claimed to be the former friend and business partner to which famous Italian chef? Antonio Carluccio, Nadia Santini, Mama Celeste, or Mama Foiardi?
I'm depressing. I think that often.
Yeah, I'm depressed. I need a cookie. Thank you for being a friend. Yes, Lindsay, a lot better than timing yourself. Yes, yes, yes. St. Gennaro's Feast, sausage and pepper stand. Yes. So I'm very happy with the one person that went for my completely fake guess of Mama Foiardi, which was just my take on Chef Boyardee. Mama Foiardi. Thanks, one person, for guessing that. The other people, Antonio Carluccio and Nadia Santini, are actual famous Italian chefs, and Mama Celeste is the correct answer, as 58 of you knew. Good job, good job, good job. Question 12. What TV show, what was the name of the TV game show that the girls ventured to California to appear on? I can't believe nobody has this as their team name today. This is one that people use as their team name when it's not Golden Girls Trivia. So let's see if you know the answer to this. What was the name of the TV game show that the girls were on in California? Was it Pyramid, Smash the Cash, Pig in a Poke, or Grab That Dough? Finish this line. Better late than pregnant.
Brilliant.
We could make some Golden Girls merch for sure.
Oh, I want to.
Yeah.
Just in time today. I just love Blanche. She is confident in who she is.
And in the end, she loved everyone.
Yeah, it should be a good enough.
Thanks. All right, let's see what you thought. couple, at least one Easter egg in here that I threw in. 5 people said pyramid. 5 people smashed the cash. I just made that up. That's not a game. Pig in a Poke is the game that the family on National Lampoon's European Vacation won their European vacation on. That was Pig in a Poke, dressed up like pigs. Grab that dough, though, as many of you knew. 56 of you knew the correct answer. Good job. Good job. Is good.
Too busy making weird cheesecake. Yes, we were too busy making weird cheesecake.
All right, question 13. What celebrity did Rose once fantasize was her real father? What celebrity did Rose fantasize was her real father? Was it Paul Newman, Bing Crosby, Jack Lemmon, or Bob Hope? Opa.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is much like New Girl. Schmidt thinks.
Michael Keaton.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, or Phoebe on Friends had a picture of Albert Einstein on her stand and said, "Thanks, Grandpa."
Golden Girls did it first.
Albert Einstein. Thank you. Your knee okay? You need me to relocate it? 7 of you said Paul Newman. Nobody said Jack Lemmon. 2 people, Bing Crosby. I didn't think you guys would struggle, and I was right because you were right. It was Bob Hope. Fantasized that Bob Hope was her father. Oh, seriously. I like the people every now and then that just post a picture of Betty White and just say, Betty White is okay. Don't worry. She's fine. We checked today. Like, Betty White's okay. Everything's fine. Protect her at all costs. Oldest person to ever guest host SNL. There's a good documentary about Betty White on Netflix. It's not that long. It's only about an hour long. But it's cool. Yeah, it dives into her whole career from beginning, not to end because she's still going. But certainly, I think it was made last year or 2 years ago. So very current documentary. Question 14. What was the name of the neighbor's dog whom the girls occasionally dog sat? What was the name of the neighbor's dog? It's just one word. Whom the girls occasionally dog sat. Is it Murray, Porky, Sandal, or Dreyfus? All right. This is, I think this question might have been pretty tough if I didn't give multiple choice, but because there were multiple choice, you guys did not struggle at all. 82% of you said Dreyfus. 11 of you said Murray. The correct answer is Dreyfus. Sandal. I just made that up, but Sandal's kind of a cute name for a pet, I think. Here's my dog, Sandal. Here's my dog, Taco. Bye, Taco. All right, question 15. Only 2 multiple choice questions left. We'll do both of these. That should say how many. How many? How many? How many? Look at the craziness of the internet. I can change it right away. How many years were Dorothy and her ex-husband married? How many years were Dorothy and her ex-husband married? Is it 30, 28, 38, or 18? How many years were Dorothy and her ex-husband married? When I was in high school, I had a TV in my room that I could put an alarm on so it would turn off and off, by its on and off in the middle of the night when Golden Girls was on. So I woke up to watch, then go back to sleep. I love that, Christiane. Vegas vacation, Christmas vacation, European vacation. We did John Hughes trivia. That was fun. Those movies are good. Nobody loves them more than my Andrew Bergoni and his wife. They really enjoy that. Are they here?
Laura's here.
Laura's on
She
here?
said European vacation when you're picking it up.
Aw, Laura, I love you. You guys, your costume, you did that one year, and I loved it. I think I got you guys, it was Christmas vacation, pint glasses. Okay, question 16. What was the name of Dorothy's sleazy ex-husband. So we are now on no longer multiple choice. You have to type your answer in. So we'll do this one, and then we will go over the rankings. I thought we had another multiple choice, but we don't. So again, for those of you that are playing with us for the first time, this is not a tough question. I know that, but this is really to introduce you to the new format. So it's no longer multiple choice. You have to type your answer in. So once I start the timer, you do still have 30 seconds. You have 30 seconds. Once you type your answer in, make sure you hit submit. If you hit submit before time is up and you have the answer correct, you get the full amount of the points. It doesn't decrease like it was for the multiple choice. The one other thing you want to know is spelling does count, but if you spell it wrong, I try to check all of these and make sure that I mark them right. But if you don't spell it correct, there's always a chance your answer may get lost in there. My recommendation for those of you who've been playing with us for a long time, I know sometimes the internet has hiccups and issues. There's a 30-second timer, but treat it like you have 25 seconds. So don't wait until there's 1 or 2 seconds left because you're leaving it up to the internet gods that your answer makes it. I say submit your answer before 25 seconds is gone. That's just my recommendation. Take it or leave it, but then don't complain if your answer doesn't get in and you're submitting it with only 1 second left. So here we go. What is the name of Dorothy's sleazy ex-husband? I just need a first name. If you give me both, that's okay, first and last. But I just need a first name. What was the answer to the last one? Oh, yeah, it should have said that, but it didn't. I don't know why it skipped through. The answer was 38. It was 38. I'll go back and I'll show you that after this one. No, Abby, you're not kidding. It's not the mimosas, but the last answer did get skipped. I clicked the right letters that I'm supposed to, but it moved me to the next question. So we'll do the answers to this, and then we'll go back, and I'll show you the answer for the last one. It's a cool thing with this system. We can do that. You guys did very well here. So again, as long as you wrote anything close to this name, which is Stan, I included Stanley, or Stanley Zbornak, or Stan Zbornak, or Stan parentheses Lee Zbornak. Anything like that, your phone may not say that you got the answer correct, but I'm telling you right here, this is why we do the live stream too, because the system on its own isn't perfect. I'm letting you know, I marked every answer correct that you don't see on the screen. Unless you wrote Max or Frank, let me put it that way. Unless you wrote Max or Frank, you got points. All right, that's simple. All right, we'll go back. I'll show you the previous one. Let me do this. So you can't answer again. But this is how you answered. 41 of you said 38 years. 16 people said 28. 8 said 30. 3 said 18. The correct answer was 38 years. 38 years. Good job, good job, good job. Now we'll look at the standings. Things will have changed. I'll throw on the taco cam because he's back. So Team Cream still in first. Team Riles in second. Only 7 points behind. And then Stay Golden is only 5 points behind second place. There are still 15 more questions to come. So this is anybody's game to win. Keep it up. Did we ever hear anything from Laura Bergoni? We did get glasses. Looking forward to using them this year. Yes, yes, yes! And I think ice cubes or something in there. The reindeer, the moose. Ice cubes. What was the answer to the last one? Haha, no. Chris, what's your team name? Did you already tell us? Do you know? Chris? Let me know. You always use a different team name, so it's tough for me. I never know, and I like to know where you're at. All right, we'll move on. Question 17. Again, now these are working like this. You'll have 30 seconds to answer. It doesn't matter how quickly or how long it takes you. You get the full amount of the points. Right now, these questions are up to 150 points per answer. if you're correct, but if you're wrong, you get nothing. So take your time. Type your answer in. Question number 17. What famous singer does Sophia have a date with on Valentine's Day? Which famous singer did Sophia? Pals and confidants. Check way at the bottom. I'll watch for that next time, Chris. Was it you? Are you drinking the Alto Porto? Are you drinking Alter beer out there? Yeah. We have good news for Alter Brewing fans. They will be sponsoring a few of our upcoming events. Dustin and Adam there reached out and they are interested and they miss you guys and they miss us being able to do it. I know we have a lot of Alter regulars who are playing with us online a lot. So I wanted to pass that along. We will have some Alter sponsored events soon. So gift cards from them. Maybe we can work in some beer or something. I don't know. So fun stuff coming up. All right. I am just looking at your answers. A few of you gave me the son of the correct answer, but I'm not accepting that. I'm only accepting the father, the papa. But I am accepting it if you spelled it close. Don't worry. That's what I'm marking correct. And you guys had a lot of different ways you chose to spell this answer, which I think is understandable. It's not like it's Paul Smith. Somebody put Kanye West, Eminem, Tony Bennett, Wayne Newton, Burt Reynolds, Sonny Bono, Antonio Banderas. The correct answer is Julio Iglesias. Julio Iglesias. Yeah, again, if you spelled anything close, I gave you points. Don't worry, it may not tell you on your phone, but if your answer looked like Julio Iglesias, you got points. I did not give it to Enrique Iglesias, his son. He can be my hero, baby, but he is not the correct answer. Question number 18. In the third season of the show, Rose briefly dated a television superhero named what? Third season, Rose briefly dated a television superhero named what? Ooh, I forgot about that.
You can't walk without walking.
I love this GIF. All right. Most of you knew this. I will never get over. So please don't ever stop. If you're out there and you don't know the answers, those of you that guess taco or anything related to taco, I never get bored of that. I really do enjoy it. If we weren't playing for points, if we weren't playing for actual prizes, every now and then maybe I'd award you points for those taco answers, but I won't since we have real prizes on the line. But those of you who did get points for this one are Mr. Terrific. If you wrote Mr. Terrific, even if you spelled out the word Mr., you got points. Mr. Terrific, name of this individual. So good job. Moving on, question 19. It is. All right, question 19. Just need a first name here. What was the name of Rose's cousin who came to visit and thought that he was in love with Blanche? What was the name of Rose's cousin who came to visit and thought that he was in love with Blanche? Again, I just need a first name, and you have 30 seconds to do so, starting now.
Okay, I'm going to take a picture of the cheesesteak so
Cool.
people can see.
Someone else put Taco Man too, yes. I couldn't spell his last name. I just put Julio. Tara, I'll look. I might have given you points. Alter Growler Club member here. Yes. Check with Off Color Brewing sponsor there. Amazing. Kimberly, good suggestion. We got a crowler of it. Janessa only needed 1/3 of a cup, so Chris gets the rest. Atta boy.
She's making cookies or brownies.
Oh, that sounds... Oh, for brownies or cookies? The Alto Porto? Yeah, when I hosted the Monday night themed events, obviously Jason hosts there on Tuesdays, but I hosted there once a month on Monday, and Dustin could just tell every time I would walk in once a month, my mood would be uplifted if they had the darks in, like the Alto Portos and the barrel-aged browns. All of their beer is so delicious, but I love their barrel-aged beer. all of the porters, all the stouts, the brown ales, Dan's Brown. Just like we love Dan's Pizza, we should reach out to Dan's Pizza. Kevin Marcinek, give me a call. Another great business right there. All right, this is question 19. So we'll do this one and the next one, and then we will look at the standings. I'll show you this cheesecake.
I'm gonna also
Post a picture in the online community.
Yeah,
Love it.
I'm gonna share.
So a lot of you said the correct answer, which is Sven. I see a taco answer and I see a Shorzy. F you, Shorzy. But good answer. I wonder if that's Lindsay Davis out there watching Letterkenny right now. Good job. Question 19. Here we go. Question 20. We'll look at the standings after this. In the season 1 finale, the finale of the first season of the show, what horror movie do the girls watch that keeps them up all night? What horror movie do the girls watch that keeps them up all night in the season 1 finale? You have 30 seconds. I haven't looked at the comments in a little bit. Lori, thank you for being here. It's the reason we do it. Our name is Shady.
She asked if you got points for just putting first name.
Yeah, I think I did. I'll have to look. I'm trying to save my first bite for on the camera. You know, like all the Food Network stars. See if I can describe the taste. Be the next Food Network
It's
star,
good.
like Guy Fieri. Wait, somebody out there is going to correct me. Guy Fieri.
She don't correct
Guy Fieri. No, not in a bad way. I just want to say it correctly. Nobody's ever been mean about it. All right. A lot of you knew this. A few of your answers. Guys, when you don't know the answers and you guess, I love it. I love your great, fun guesses. A lot of you said Psycho. I see Halloween, The Shining, The Day the Drinks Ran Out, and Taco's Revenge down at the bottom. But the correct answer was Psycho. Psycho. Good job. 39%. 23 of you out there knew that. So here we go. I'm going to throw the standings up on the screen to see where you're at. Team Cream in first. Toot My Own Tubenflugen in second. Sophia Hawkins in third. People out there asking me questions about points. I will look into it. I'll pull these questions down here and try to look into it before the end of this if I can. But more importantly, cheesecake. We got cheesecake. There's the bottom. There's the top. There's a nice little topping. So like I mentioned, it is swirled. There's regular cheese. I don't want it to drop like all those YouTube fail videos. There's regular cheesecake swirled in with carrot cake and then a topping on top. Yeah.
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 It's real good.
Not to toot my own Vertubenflugen, but it's freaking delicious.
That was a good one.
I know a lot of you hate this word, but it is very moist. Imagine if you had a carrot cake. Imagine you had a carrot cake, and instead of just topping it with cream cheese frosting, you topped it with a cheesecake.
Mm-hmm. Good description.
That's what this tastes like. It's a carrot cake topped with a cheesecake, which is not outside of the norms. You top carrot cake with cream cheese frosting, and a cheesecake is just a different style of cream cheese frosting, I guess, with some eggs. So this is delicious. No, I'm not doing it to make you jealous, but there were certainly some haters out there. If it was horrible, I promise I would.
More like doubters.
I would own up if
haters.
it was bad.
Oh, Lindsay Davis got her cheesesteak from the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, atta girl. Oh, yeah. This is gonna be gone today. This is gonna be bad. Bad for my hips. Let's look at taco for a second. Cheesecake for Days in 73rd place, but they're having fun. They got Cheesecake for Days. All right, here we go. Moving on. We'll do 5 more questions right now. As soon as the computer loads it. This is the drinking question. Every 10 questions, the computer needs to take a breath. It only loads 10 questions at a time, and then it's got to reload all the questions. So Every 10 questions, it's not a social because you did anything, but it's a social because we have to wait for the computer. So cheers, everybody. All right, question 21. I'm just looking for the name of the animal. I'm looking for the name of the animal. The name of the animal is the answer. In the episode End of the Curse, Dorothy, Rose, and Sophia plan to breed what animal for clothing? So they're going to start breeding an animal. What is the animal they're going to start breeding for clothing, or at least they plan to? You have 30 seconds beginning now. Don't forget, you need to type that answer in and hit submit before time runs up. Again, I recommend doing it with, at least 5 seconds left. Give the internet time to send your answer in. So I regularly drink on camera, but I make it a rule not to eat on camera, but I'm absolutely breaking it now. I was just going to take one bite, but I'm probably going to finish this. I am looking into this. Condoms. That's a weird thing to say. Quietly into the computer. All right, let's see what you thought. Let me check how you spelled it. All right. One person took a different way of spelling, but it still works for me. A lot of you said mink or minks, sheep, llama, alpaca, goats, ferrets, humans, rabbits, chinchillas, alpacas, foxes, lambs, ermines, llamas, chinchillas. All good guesses, but the correct answer was mink or minks. If you spelled it with an X, I gave you points. If you just put mink, you got points. The only way you didn't get points is if you wrote one of the other answers you see on the screen. All right, question 22. What was the name of Blanche's granddaughter? Just need a first name. What was the name of Blanche's granddaughter who was conceived via artificial insemination? We just watched the episode where her daughter told her she was going to do this. But what was the name of the granddaughter who was conceived via artificial insemination? Christiane Young, whoever said humans. Was it Kristen Barron? Yes! That's one of Gina's best friends. Said human. Of course you did.
My maid and matron of honor right there in a row.
Kimberly Faye, I figured you ran out of lemons to zest. Started grating carrots. Good. No, I would like a lemon cheesecake too. All right, I am eating but also grading, so I'm multitasking for you all. Just seeing if any of you got this but spelled it wrong. Overall, you guys did well. What was the name of Blanche's granddaughter? Conceived via artificial insemination. The show very progressive. I mean, even talking about the subject, but the girls were not in favor of it. Didn't they just keep saying, ugh, when they thought about it?
The last scene.
Yeah.
She accepted it until they showed her.
Yeah. All right, let's see what you thought. A few of you know this. Definitely getting tougher here. 13 of you said Aurora, and 13 of you were correct. Somebody said Taco, Molly, Bianca. Ew, that's what it was. Sorry. Luann, Siri, Gina, Karen, Susie, Stephanie, and I clearly don't remember much of the Golden Girls. All right, question 23. What was the name of the nursing home where Sophia once lived? Not a tough one here towards the end. What was the name of the nursing home where Sophia once lived? You will have 30 seconds here once I can get the timer to start.
Who else said Nova?
2 people said Mulva?
Yes.
Love it. All right. Timer should have started. Yeah, we are good. Oh, a poo-poo and a pee-pee is on here. I just love that team name.
You mentioned the Precious Girl,
Yeah, there are prizes tonight. Again, we're playing for prizes. Our awesome sponsor, McWethy's Tavern, has given us 2 gift cards to give away. A $50 gift card for first place, a $25 gift card for second place. Let me see here. You guys knew this. You didn't struggle. So again, unless you wrote one of the answers that you see on the screen, on my screen, that is not in green, you got points. The correct answer is Shady Pines. Shady Pines. Good job.
Jeff. Correct.
Jeff. Nice. Shady Pines. All right, we'll do 24 and 25, and then look at the standings. What was the name? I just need a first name, just a first name. What was the name of the flight attendant that Stan had an affair with and then left Dorothy for, whom he would marry and then later divorce as well? What is the first name of the woman who Stan had an affair with and then left Dorothy for, who he would then marry and then also divorce as well? You have 30 seconds once this timer starts, which should be starting right now. All right, it is going. Get those answers. All right. So I'm going to accept anything. Oh, I see Kristen Barron's answer out there. I already know her answer.
You already know her answer?
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be a little lenient on this one. A little lenient, not super lenient. But anytime it's a character who all we do is hear their name, and even if you watch it with closed captionings, God knows those people, I think, that type up closed captionings are drunk more than I am on live streams, because they just make shit up sometimes. So I'm saying all that because there are quite a few answers that are very, very close. You might have misspelled it by just a little. You might have added one letter or subtracted one letter. So as long as you were close, what I was looking for is Chrissy. But again, as long as you do not see your answer on my screen, it won't disappear from yours. But if you're looking at the YouTube stream, you can see over here, there's one highlighted Chrissy. That's how I spelled it. So when I mark the answers correct, they lump them all together. If you wrote Chrissy spelled like that, or if you spelled it with a K, or if you threw a T and you still had a Y. Again, I was a little lenient on this. I didn't take Christine. I didn't take Sharon, Bernice, Carol, Jenny, Brenda, Bimbo. And what I'm guessing was Kristen Barron's answer, a thought. I did not take that answer.
Okay.
The Wicked Witch of the West, Heather, Flighty McFlightface, like Bodie McBoatface. But good job to those of you who wrote anything close to Chrissy. You got points. We'll do one more, and then we'll look at the standings. Dorothy had 2 siblings. Her younger sister's name is Gloria. What is her brother's name? So we're talking about Dorothy, but this time we're not talking about her. We're not talking about Stan. We are talking about her siblings. Her younger sister's name is Gloria. What was her brother's name? Again, I just need a first name. Your brother types closed captioning for phone calls, not TV. That's awesome, Chris. I know YouTube will pay you to do it. My friend Anna did it for a little while. You can actually get hired by YouTube to type up closed captioning for videos. But I think it's something like 0.001 cent per word. So it takes a while to make some money. But if you got nothing else to do, caramel apple cheesecake. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just catching up on these comments. Okay, one person just added an L. Overall, you guys knew it. Most of you that answered correct. Phil, the correct answer. Again, I should have mentioned this earlier, but because we're doing this over the internet, if you find that your connection seems to be slowing down, or your answers aren't going through, or aren't showing up, make sure that you refresh your page. So you can refresh your internet browser, just come right back into the game, refresh your page, or if you're on your computer and it's very bad, like when I started this live stream, I had to restart my whole computer. So obviously it's not ideal, and I wish we had a better option. I wish we could just be hosting this all together out at the bar, but this is the platform we've been afforded in these times. So those are my suggestions. If you find it slowing down, it's not working right, refresh. If something goes wrong on my end, like it did earlier, you'll all know. Gina will comment and say, hey, listen, something's happened. But unless you hear that and something seems to be going wrong, it's probably just your phone or just your computer. I'm so sorry. There's nothing we can do to help when it's that case. So let's look at the standings one last time before we go to the final round of questions. Team Cream still in first, but only by less than 25 points, or 27 points to be exact. Toot my own Vertubenflugen. Sophia Falcons in third. Everybody else rotating through. Let me get at this cheesecake. Yeah, Stephanie, I believe it. Chris, holding down 65th.
What's up there?
Yeah, I did something called, what was it, MTurk on Amazon, where they would send you out to do all these surveys and everything. And sometimes you could find surveys that paid like $1 or $2, but it was still for like 10, 15 minutes, and they would be crazy questions. Yeah, I think I made like $100 over 4 months. It was not worth it. All right, here we go. I'm going to let it go all the way through because this is the last time you'll see it. A poo-poo and a pee-pee. Gosh, I can't get over that team name. Until we finish it out here with 6 questions left. Here comes question 26. Obviously, I'm just looking for one name. I'm looking for a last name. Keep it fair as we finish this out. Don't Google any of these answers, please. Just type them in from your own brains. You have 30 seconds to do so, but again, I would treat the timer like it runs out at 5 seconds. What was Blanche's maiden name? What was Blanche's maiden name? The other thing I haven't said, make sure that you're looking at your phone or your computer at the timer. Don't look at the timer on YouTube. That's always a couple seconds behind. That'll definitely throw you off. Do you know this one, Gina? Blanche's maiden name?
No.
A lot of you did. A couple of you gave me the actress's name, which is a good guess, I guess, but not the correct one here. Somebody said Blanche something Southern or Taco. Blanche Tacoson. Blanche Werebucks, Blanche Scone, Blanche Devereaux, Blanche Waterford, Blanche McClanahan, again, talking about the actress. But the correct answer, as many of you knew, is Hollingsworth. I thought that one would be pretty tough, but more of you knew that one than you knew the last few, so good job. Question number 27. Whose concert were the girls at? Whose concert were they attending the night that their home was burglarized? Whose concert were the girls at the night that their home was burglarized? Is that how you say it? Burglarized.
I just put the cheap professor.
Oh, thank you. All right, let's see if you know. Is there any more of it? Could you make me one in a second?
friendship stuff?
Maybe a little. Like those funny videos where they put it in just with a drop in. All right, all right, all right. Here we go, here we go. Some interesting guesses. There's a roundabout taco guess that I think Gina will appreciate.
What is it?
So a lot of people said Madonna or Frank Sinatra or Tony Bennett. I see Barry Manilow. I see a Post Malone. Nickelback, Julio Iglesias. One person said Putting on the Ritz, which is a song performed by an artist named Taco. So whoever put that, shout out for the roundabout taco reference. The correct answer, though, was Madonna. They were at a Madonna concert the night that the home was burglarized. Good job. Here we go. Question 28. In order to earn a large inheritance, from her uncle, Rose had to care for what type of animal until it passed away?
Sorry, I'm always making fun of you.
What? That's okay. I don't mind. What animal did Rose have to care for until it passed away in order to earn the inheritance from her uncle? Yes, Gina knows it.
One of my favorite animals. Here you go.
Oh, thank you. Happy brunch, everybody. Oops. All right. Oh, and Taco is now in Gina's share. So if anybody starts typing, it's Taco. I think he's going to jump. All right, let's see what you thought. Oh, there he goes. A lot of you knew this. A couple of you spelled it close, but not perfectly. So I'm just marking those correct. Again, if this is your first time playing, it always takes a second with these typing answers because I want to give out as many points as I can. Correct answer here is pig. Pig. She had to care for the pig until it died. Most of you knew it. About half of you knew it. So here we go. Question 29. What was the name of the cook / housekeeper who worked for the girls in the pilot episode only? You can see him here. So this time it is a hint. It is a tip. If you see the picture, it's just a first name. What was the name of the cook / housekeeper who worked for the girls? He only appeared in the pilot episode. You'll have 30 seconds here once that timer starts. Apologize, this internet is killing me today. All right, we should be starting now. I imagine many of you maybe, when you found out we were going to be doing Golden Girls trivia, went back and watched from the beginning. Maybe not the whole series, but this one might, it typically would be a very tough one, but if you just went back to rewatch, you might have watched the pilot just to start from the beginning, and that would make this quite an easier question than it would be if you hadn't just gone back and rewatched the pilot. But let's see. Let's see if you're right. A lot of guesses. Let's see what you thought. A lot of you said Coco or Carlos or Tony or Rico. Somebody said I was going to guess Alice, but he doesn't look like an Alice. Eduardo, Marco, Barry, Esteban. The correct answer was Coco. Coco, only there for the first episode. Coco, good job. A quarter of you. So again, these questions did get tougher here at the end. Let's see how you feel about question 30. I don't think this one's tough, but I'll see if you agree. A couple people named after this tonight, your team name. What is the name of Blanche's favorite bar? What is the name of Blanche's favorite bar? You have 30 seconds to get those answers in.
I love a pink bathroom.
Nice bathroom. Oh, I see some good guesses in here. I love when you guys, just like when I write answers, I try to include Easter eggs in the multiple choice ones. So I appreciate when you guys do. It just gives me something fun to look at. So a lot of you said the Rusty Anchor, or if you just put Rusty Anchor, that's fine. You didn't need to say the, but if you did, you got points. One person said puzzles out of How I Met Your Mother. I like that. Copacabana, Sidetrack. We've been to Sidetrack.
That was when you first met Paul France.
Yeah, Paul France. Taco Cat, Sugar Shack, The Big Kahuna. The correct answer is the Rusty Anchor. Good job. We have one question left, which means this is the final question. Those mean the same thing.
Question. We have 2 gift cards up for grabs.
2 gift cards up for grabs. So again, please keep this fair, keep it honest. Don't Google these answers. We only have one left. You guys have been incredible so far today. I really appreciate you coming out, sticking with us through that little glitch we had at the beginning. Do apologize, but this is the internet, so we're doing the best we can. So thank you guys so much for being here. We do have a bunch of fun events coming up. I'll tell you about those here in just a second. But for now, let's answer this final question. It's still a rollover question, so we get it right. All right, one more question, and one more question about Blanche. I'm sure she'd be honored to know that we had another question about her. I can't do a Blanche accent. Well, I'll say
Soft Southern.
soft Southern. Yeah, no.
The hot pitch.
Oh, that's good. That's a good Blanche accent. All right, on the show, Blanche pretty much always referred to her father as Big Daddy. But what was his real first name? What was the name of Blanche's dad?
I hate that nickname for a father.
Yeah, I don't want to call. Imagine if I called my dad Big Daddy. What's up, Big Daddy? How you doing, Big Daddy? It's fine if you call your dad Big Daddy. I'm not judging. I just don't think I would call my dad Big Daddy. Great dad. Just I don't know if I call him Big Daddy. Great movie. With Gina's adorable little Cole Sprouse.
He was a cutie pie.
He's still a cutie pie
He
today.
still is a cutie pie. Just a little bit darker.
Yeah, what's his brother doing nowadays?
Yeah.
Whatever he wants.
He's still around.
Millions of dollars of child actor money.
He's dating a model. I know you said Chris. Juggy. Kristen. Juggy.
Juggy. So 18 of you said Curtis. 2 people said William, James, Clarence, Robert, Cornelius, Beauregard, Nelson, Clyde, Bill, George, Tony, Jerry, Robert E. Lee, Curtis Hollingsworth. Oh, yeah. I'm glad I read through those. So if you wrote Curtis Hollingsworth, you're going to get points here. Let me go back. So this is an example of, I don't always catch them, but that is absolutely the right answer. So let me mark that right. Tom, Hank, Medium Daddy, Samuel, Nathan, Slappy, Rhett, Paul, Orville, Charles, Earl, Clayton, Henry, and Lawrence. I saw Clayton at Sidetrack, so that's interesting. The correct answer here is Curtis. Curtis Hollingsworth to be specific, but all you needed was Curtis. Congratulations. Cheers, everybody. You made it all the way through Golden Girls Trivia. I made it all the way through Golden Girls Trivia without passing out, but that's going to happen soon. I feel like, doesn't Blanche always...
Maybe she sees that.
Or it's here.
A good-looking man.
Yeah. Cheers, thank you so much for being here. So again, we're going to do the final standings. If you are in first or second place, you've won a gift card to McWethy's Tavern. So unlike Elmer's Brewing Company, McWethy's actually gave us physically gift cards. So we will need you to contact us still through the Baig of Tricks Entertainment Facebook page if you're in first or second. And we will mail these gift cards directly to you. We'll mail them. One person wins a $50 gift card. One person wins a $25 gift card. Please, if you use these gift cards, considering ordering extra, go above and beyond. Please support this small business for helping us out, for going out of their way to support this event today. When we called and we ordered today, they let me know, and I already knew this, but I was happy that they reminded me. When you do order, whether you do curbside, I think they're just doing curbside carryout. When you order, if you tip at all, if you tip on your order, which you should, if you tip, 100% of the tips goes directly to their hourly staff. So none of the management, none of the salaried people there are taking the tips, even if they're the one handing you your order. They are moving those tips directly onto their hourly staff, who obviously are very affected with these unprecedented situations going on. So please consider ordering from them, even if you don't win today. Just a way to say thank you to our sponsors. We are looking for more and more sponsors. We're seeing many more businesses reach out. Many of you have had suggestions. I mentioned we have a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Trivia Night coming up. That's sponsored by a chocolate business, a chocolate shop. One of our trivia regulars owns a chocolate shop, and they are going to sponsor a Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory Trivia Night. Lots of fun stuff. I mentioned a lot of Alter regulars out there. Alter is going to be sponsoring some events coming up. And every single Friday, we do fundraising events to raise money for good organizations. I'm going to post this actually later today because I'm just honestly fucking excited to share it. But in 2 weeks, this little team that's sitting at this dining room table and all of you guys out there who have played and participated and donated, we've raised over $13,000 for charity.
Yay!
Between the West Suburban Humane Society and the West Suburban Community Pantry, just through these online events that we're able to offer. I know they're not perfect, but they are a lot of fun. We're doing our best here, and you guys are incredible when you come out and you play and you donate and you support these businesses. So we're going to continue doing that on Fridays. We'll have other ones thrown in on other days, but typically every Friday we're going to be supporting local charities. This week coming up again on Friday, we're going to be supporting the Harbor out of Downers Grove. But I just want you to know that what you are doing has an extreme impact in supporting our local businesses and local organizations. So we've already raised over $13,000, and we're excited to see that grow as this goes on. Hopefully, it ends as soon as possible, but we'll be doing this as long as we have to. So with all that said, check out our events coming up this week. I'm not going to list them all. They're on our Facebook later today, and you've seen them rotating. So here we go. Drum roll, please. Oh, you actually did it. Thank you.
I love you.
Thanks. Love you too. All right. In first and second place, please shoot us a message. If either of these people are you, Team Cream and Toot my own Vertubenflugen. In first and second, the Rusty Anchors made it up into third. And you can see with this online platform, it is not a big spread between first and second. It was only 27 points from first to second. It was a little further to third, about 90 points. And then everybody else is going to rotate through. So I'll leave that up so you can see it on your phones or on your computer as it rotates through. Everybody else, thank you so much for hanging out. We will be back with many more events this week. Tomorrow night is Music Bingo with Henry JBC. It is 80s one-hit wonder, so do not miss that. Yeah, it's already tomorrow. It's Monday. So
I thought it was Saturday for me.
I wish it was Tuesday right now, last Tuesday. A lot of stuff to get online for you guys to check out today. I'll get those up here, and we will get that cranked out so you can have some fun with us this week. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to those of you that have donated. I saw a few more come through. Tamika, we appreciate it. Adriana, thank you so much. Again, anybody that donates, you may get to choose one of our theme nights for next week. So thank you for donating, and thank you for being here. Be safe and wash your dang hands.